Welcome again to the Qarra debates here at the BRICS summit in Durban. We are with Neville Matjie. Hello, Neville.
Good afternoon.
Neville is in charge of the investment board here in Kwazulu Natal. I would like you to talk about your investment board and Kwazulu Natal.
We are a state-run agency. We look at both inward investment as well as export trade. From an inward investment perspective, we package projects within our province. We work with investors that come into our region and assist them through the ropes to ensure that there is no bureaucracy, to alleviate red tape and ensure easy access to our market. And secondly, obviously the promotion of our provincially manufactured products that can go into specific destinations.
Speaking earlier with some of your assistants, I thought I understood that your agency depends on local financing rather than the central government.
We are a local agency, locally in the sense that we are a provincial or state-run agency. We're looking at the entire state and looking at all the projects within the state. Our province is very significant in South Africa, being the second largest contributor to South Africa's economy. Therefore, being that heartbeat of the country, we're quite important within the equation. That is why BRICS is most certainly very important for us, and we are also excited that it was hosted within our province as well.
Much has been said about the BRICS and the contribution of South Africa to this organization. Much of what has been written in the last, say, week is that the size of this country and its contribution is quite minute. It's very small. Do you think in a region like yours, Kwazulu Natal, there's an argument, a selling argument to counter this opinion?
If you compare us to the BRICS partners, we are relatively small. However, if you look at the continent of Africa, we're not small. We are a big player, we're a very important player, and it's important to look at it from that context. If you're going to look at it from an comparing apples with apples, that will not actually quantify the impact that we can create as a country. If you travel into the continent and you look at the amount of investment that has come through from South Africa, you will realize that South Africa does not just look inward. It is looking at how it can make a contribution to the continent. If the continent succeeds, South Africa will succeed.
If you were to speak directly to BRICS members and you want to promote your investment board, what would be the message?
We are a very strong player within the South African economy. We've got great opportunities from the manufacturing side, as well as the resource-based industries and the services. Our tourism industry is quite important for us, and we're spending a lot of money in tourism development, not just the beach, but many other products that we have. From the manufacturing side, we're looking a lot on the beneficiation of raw materials. In particular, most of the metals that are produced in our region, we encourage companies to value add, and we work very closely with them within the value addition. And the automotive industry, quite important for us, also having a number of key OEMs within our region, from the logistics and air cargo side. We are promoting the Aerotropolis, the Dubai Aerotropolis. Transportation, logistics, and we're very, very important to the economy, having two of South Africa's most important ports and one of Africa's very important port, which is the port of Durban, being the largest container handling port and most certainly the busiest. Within that context, we are able to position ourselves accordingly as a very strong player.
This brings us to the less enthusiastic aspect, which are the challenges facing the investment board and also the region.
The biggest challenge, especially for industry, is getting quicker response from a funding perspective. I suppose is a sort of a global and a worldwide problem, which is also impacting on our companies to see quicker investment and quicker decisions taken from a banking side in funding projects, in particular greenfield projects. And that is why the development aspects and the development funding into projects that would not yield a quick return on investment, that is where we see the gap, and that has been the biggest challenge.
Mr. Matjie, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the lovely interview.
You can watch the entire interview and a copy of the transcript on www.alqarratv.net.